Today, I was converted. I have been known to be a Starfield hater. I think hater is a strong word. I've been extremely cautious when it comes to my wanting of Starfield, basically. I had no intention to get this game at launch or at all. Um, I just, at a point, felt like whenever we get big scale games like this, where I feel like we're promised a thousand different things, and every time games drop and we're promised a thousand different things, we get about three of those thousand things that they actually promised. So when they first showed off gameplay for Starfield a few months ago, I wasn't really impressed. I was just like, okay, like they're doing all like a lot of the stuff they had promised we did not see in the first game trailer. I was just like, you know what? This looks okay. I'm sure it'll be fun. But I'm not gonna go crazy over this. It's probably not a cop for me. I'm sure it's a cop for a lot of people, and that's okay. Um, so going into this press conference today, my hype levels were like zero. I was like, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna watch this Starfield presentation or wherever they want to call it, because I was already watching the other presentations. So I was like, let me watch the Starfield one. I'm not super interested in this game, but we'll watch it. And I will let my reaction to some of the things they showed speak for itself.
I ain't gonna lie, they kind of selling me off. They kind of get me.
If you've got morality
I'm
issues,
still
this definitely isn't the job for
skeptical. But the more they show, the more I'm like, okay. What the fuck?
Chef to
No, Bethesda's selling me on this fucking game. Stop it.
Critic you must have crossed
I can't be let down again by
What's
Todd
great about
Howard. I can't
backgrounds
let
is
it happen,
You never know
guys.
when yours
I
is going to
can't.
come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine.
I can't let him do it. I can't let him do it again.
Anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits.
I want to be a Ronin.
Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and
Oh,
disadvantages.
shit, I saw you get 2%.
You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Fuck Capcom? Whoa, what happened?
Is it really?
Who declined this message? Oh, there
He'll
it is.
join your crew,
Where
and he'll
the
give you
fuck
gifts
Capcom come
if
from?
you're willing to put up with this constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
I've got to have every molecule.
Bro, I would punch his ass.
You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Oh,
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
bro, they give you parents and shit.
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
Oh,
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low.
you're
But
doing
mercenaries
it. I
will randomly show up
can't.
and try to
No. I ain't gonna lie.
Full
Before
star
this, I
systems
was
with
not
new
sold
life,
at all.
Resources.
I
and
actively did not
adventures.
care about this game. I can't lie to you. I think they got me. I think they got me. I'm definitely making.
So it's
Oh, that's
really
pretty sick.
whatever your
I even like
imagination
mechs, but that was pretty sick looking. That's just some
And while you can
stupid
build your
shit.
home among the stars the way you want to.
Each companion comes with their own valuable
Okay.
skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
That's what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Okay, I'm glad they confirmed that.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire.
Prior to watching this little Starfield thingy, my level of care for Starfield was like a 1 or a 2. Because like I was just over Bethesda games, bro. I was just over it. I was over their games. 1, I was over their games. 2, I feel like Starfield was talked about for so long, and I think it was also one of them things where like I felt like they were hyping it up. So this is usually my problem with like big space games. It's like they're always hyped up to the point where you're like, I know I'm not going to be able to do half of this shit at launch. And most of the shit they said you can do in this game, they literally just showed them doing it. So I'm very impressed with Microsoft and Bethesda. I'm impressed. From going from a game that like I had 0 in, like I was like, whatever, I'm gonna skip it. I don't care when it comes out. To being like, wow. This would if I was a person that didn't have an Xbox, that would be a thing where I'm like, you know what? I'd get an Xbox for that. I'd get an Xbox for that. Now, the only thing is like, I'm cautiously optimistic because they promised a lot. Like they were talking about like 1,000 planets, like all of this stuff. But most of the things they talked about, they showed. And that's what I liked about their presentation, because you'll have shows where they'll be like, yeah, you can do this and you can do this, but then they don't show you being able to do that. Like everything they talked about was immediately followed by a video of them doing it. So I will say that I'm very impressed with Bethesda. They have completely converted my opinion about this game. I'm still cautiously optimistic, all right, because this game can obviously release and have like a bunch of stuff missing. Like we've seen what games have been in the past, like we've seen it, but I can't lie. I literally, I'd be a liar if I just sat here and acted like what they just showed us wasn't fire. I'd just be a hater. At that point, I'm just hating. If I sat here and was like, yeah, I didn't like any of that, at that point, I'm just being a hater. I'm gonna make a video about it. This is going up. But yeah, I'm impressed, bro. The RPG elements, the spaceship, like the exploration, the different ways you can do combat, like just small stuff, like being able to select like your background, and like you got parents, like you selected like a background where your parents are in your life and you can just go visit your parents. Like small shit like that, like means a lot to me for like RPG stuff. The fact that I have parents and I could just go visit them because my background is that I came from a pretty good family. Okay, and then you saw a ship that said grandma, which is literally like your grandma just owned a ship and you can just go visit your grandma. Like shit like that get me. The game looks pretty. Their new engine is great. The fact that they talked about the NPC, the relationships, like the 1,000 planets, they're really trying hard to sell you on this game. And I think they sold me. The collector's edition looks cool. The watch and all that stuff looks cool. The only problem with this game, for me, is that it's coming out in September. I cannot. There's too many things coming out in September. This comes out in September. We just saw that Cyberpunk game come. The DLC comes out in September. Mortal Kombat 1 comes out. It's like so many things are dropping in September. The RPG elements, the gunplay, the ship, the customization, the fact that your ship could be the most illogical thing possible. She literally built like Optimus Prime. It could be the most illogical thing possible just because you want it to look that way. All in all, I'm pretty excited about this game. I shared some of my thoughts already, but the biggest thing for me is that most of the things they were talking about, they show. I was just really like cautious about this game because I was like, they're gonna be like, yeah, you can do this, 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 and then we're actually gonna get the game. There's some like watered down version that we ain't gonna be able to do half of that stuff. So I was super impressed with Bethesda, the stuff we could do in the game, and you could just kind of tell that a lot of love was put into it. I feel like I've just seen projects lately where the idea is there, but the love is missing. And you see that, you've been seeing that with a lot of games lately where they're like, yeah, you can do this in the game, you can do this in the game, and then due to maybe like crunch or like division get lost, it just seems like the love is just gone. And it seems like the people at Bethesda really, really love this game and love what they're doing. And it shows. So for this, I guess me going from like the biggest Starfield hater or person worried about Starfield, I feel good about the game now. I think this is a game where if you saw it and you're like, wow, I'd buy an Xbox for that. This is a game that I could see people buying the Xbox for. I'm probably going to play it on PC. But yeah, I was impressed by Bethesda today. I've been known to kind of, trash this game and talk bad about. I can't even say I was talking bad about it. I just literally kept saying I don't want to see it because it's not for me. And what they showed me today is, hey, shut the hell up, give us a chance, let us show you that we got some cool shit in this game, and we'll get you. And they did just that. So I will concede today to Bethesda. I will concede to Microsoft that I was wrong. I was wrong. They got me.